If you're tired of chasing low quality leads, renters, tire kickers, all these useless Facebook garbage leads, then this video is for you. In order to get high quality appointments that actually convert, it comes down to 3 main key points, and I'm gonna be breaking all of those down for you in today's video. So let's get into it. Before we jump into that, I'm gonna ask you guys for a favor. This is a brand new channel where I'm gonna be helping you out, talking everything real estate related on how to scale, get higher quality appointments, get more lead flow, showing you the back end of all of our systems and operations. Just do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment down below any questions or things you'd maybe like to see in the future, different video topics. But yeah, if you leave some questions down below, I can just simply answer them in videos and it'll make my life a lot easier. But let's jump into the video. So step number 1 to actually getting higher quality leads is calling out your ICP. I've personally spent so far this year $50,000 in advertising spend, and I learned a very, very painful truth that cost per lead is very, very irrelevant if your lead quality at the end of the day is absolutely dog shit. So most agents run ads that are way too generic. It's just, are you looking to buy or sell in the GTA? Are you looking to sell in the greater Toronto area? You're looking to buy. You're calling out everyone, which means you will get everyone, including essentially all the wrong people. So you're gonna waste hours of your time, or you're gonna waste your team's time having to constantly follow up and call, nurture, deal with, like I said at the start, renters, tire kickers, people who have absolutely zero intent of converting in the future or buying or selling, just because that's who you're targeting. You're calling out anyone and everyone potentially looking to buy or sell in the XYZ area. And you're not only gonna get those people, you're also gonna get a people below that are looking to just rent or entertain, looking into the market, because whoever you call it as your ICP, wherever they're at in a triangle, you're gonna get some people there, but you're also gonna get a lot of people below that. So always shoot for a little bit higher than what it is that you're actually looking for. And you can be very specific. So what I wrote down here was, if you're a homeowner with 5+ years of equity looking to upsize into $1 million+ home, that's how you attract people that are actually closer to your target and to your ideal, ICP. Higher cost per lead is absolutely fine as long as you know your numbers. And we'll dive a little bit more into that, but you need to know what your cost of acquisition can be. If you know all your numbers, then shoot for higher quality instead of just quantity. Step number 2 is to actually just spend more on ads. Most individuals are chasing that extremely high ROAS and that 15, 20, 25x return. What if I told you that spending less and trying to shoot for that return is actually hurting you? It's not doing you any good. So here's a quick example. If you spend $500 a month and somehow you get a 15x return, that's $7,500. Phenomenal. But how often does that really happen, or has that ever happened to you before in the past? The average price of a home in Canada is around $678,000. With a 2.5% commission, that's $16,925 per deal. All these are just obviously rough numbers. A 6x ROAS means that you can spend $2,820 to get 1 client and still be winning. A good ROAS, if any of you guys don't know what ROAS is, it's return on ad spend, ROAS, is around anywhere from 4 to 6x. That's what everyone in any niche basically is shooting for, especially when you're talking high ticket, like the real estate niche. 4 to 6x ROAS is phenomenal. Well, in order for you to achieve that, if you're only spending $500 a month on ads, which most people do in the real estate space, it's $500 to maybe $800 a month. It'll take you months to land that one deal. So you can afford a higher cost of acquisition because you're selling extremely high ticket items. Spend more to get better results faster. If your cost of acquisition can be $2,820 for you to still achieve a 6x ROAS, well, that means that if you're only spending $500 a month, it might take you 6 months to hit that goal and achieve what is considered good, being a 6x ROAS. You can spend quite literally for half a year and still get a 6x ROAS, but you're only gonna get one deal in half a year. So you can spend more on ads, figure out what the average price of a home is in your area, what your commission would be, and divide that by 6 and see what you need to spend to achieve a 6x ROAS. And that is how marketing works. That's what you should be spending. Step number 3 is to increase friction within your funnel. You don't wanna make it as easily as humanly possible for anyone and everyone to just opt in by using the typical, Facebook lead form, unless you're doing a whole bunch of split testing and you see that the quality is, really good for the ICP you're calling out. But in general, you don't want to just let anyone and everyone opt in with ease by just, clicking a few buttons and that's it. So add some friction, use a landing page, include a short qualifying survey, making sure people are answering a few quick questions so you can either DQ them right away, or if they're qualified, you push them through to kind of the next step. step. And just using that step right there, you're saving yourself a lot of time from just dealing with tire kickers or renters, people you just don't want to. That's why they call it a squeeze page, because you're just filtering those people out. You're squeezing out the actual good leads that you want. So make sure you send them to the landing page, have that survey set up so you can either DQ them or push them through the next step. Here's a big secret. Most people who opt in aren't ready to buy or sell today. Obviously, I hope majority of you know that, but they're interested, which means you just need to stay top of mind for as long as you possibly can. That's the only way you need to think about this stuff. Real estate's very, very high ticket. If they showed some level of interest in your ad, there's some level of interest there. You just need to stay top of mind until they are ready to potentially, sell or buy. So have a very, very strong nurturing process, whether that's email. Well, it should be email and SMS drip campaigns. It should also be having a real person call them for the first week. If you don't hear from them, have a, AI dialer, real estate AI dialer, touch point with them once every couple days to try and stay in touch and keep them warm. But your nurturing process needs to be very, very dialed. So quick recap is calling out your ICP. Don't be afraid to spend more on ads and increase the friction when it comes to these leads actually opting into anything. High quality appointments don't happen by accident. They happen when you engineer the correct funnel around trying to get higher quality. So if that's your plan, or if you want to just look cool and have a nice looking ads manager, low cost per lead, tons of appointments coming in, the leads coming in, feel free. But with the right budget and the right process, you can actually get some high quality leads, some great appointments, and eventually be closing a bunch of deals just from your online marketing. So subscribe, see you guys next one.